Good morning, America. How are you doing this morning? This is Plague Dr. Edward. I'm giving you a bulletin. We have some incredible diseases coming at you at this winter time. Brought to you by developments of evil mosquitoes that are mucking about in the plague waters, where they have feasted on dead bodies and rotting children. These mosquitoes harbor a certain type of bacterium that sticks to their sticky wings and copulates upon their bodies when they mate, thus rendering a new form of disease that we will be bringing to you very quickly. There is no known antidote to such disease, as it causes boils and blisters to form all over your body and lips. The soft tissue will bleed and roughen, become ashy and flake. I'm very excited for these developments to go forward. I will be contempting you and trying to kill you in so many varied new ways, thanks to the technology of Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, formerly couple. They've broken up. She was very upset about him doing the Epstein Island thing too many times. Of course, she's a big dyke, but there's nothing you can do about that. People are what they are, right? Monsters. Bill Gates is definitely a monster. It takes one to know one, right? You know. We're making fires to cook our test tubes to the proper temperature, that when we add our fever virulence into them, they will then immediately activate upon all the other ingredients that we have in store for you. We will crush you, humans. We hold great contempt for your species and your race. We wish to take your world to be our own. But due to constraints and unforeseeable scheduling issues, we'll have to kill you softly and slowly, which is just as fine by me. This is my appointed task, because I make disease. What about you? Any news? How's your children? Don't take it personal. This is just a business. It's my job and my business, so it's not personal. It's just business. Business of killing the humans and making their antibody venoms ineffective towards new viruses and agents of chaos that I put forward in the chemical form and the aerosol form. It really gets me going. I get very excited by a little pus blister, a little, what do you call it? Jaundice eyes. Jaundice's eyes really get me going. A liver in collapse is so exciting to me. It brings me such joy and privilege that I have to bring it back to you, the people. Should be a lot of extra bodies in the wake. And then our stronghold for the mosquito that we use for our diseases, we farm out of Florida. So they should be done very well by the extra flooding and such from Paradise Lost Milton. What do you think about these hurricanes? You don't know? Well, my cousin, Storm Doctor Richard, is working on the weather control systems, and he says they've turned a real fucking avenue with this one. He's very excited about it. Yes, it's a created storm. Storm was created using means. We have means to compel a storm and create it out of the nothing. We have these means and we keep them. We have found out many great things, but we have spent a lot of your tax dollars to do the research. Now, I know that this may be a conflict of interest to you, and I understand that you're probably hurt, but we use your funds, America, your tax dollars, to fund so many nefarious things because, in fact, the energy that we get by giving away your monies to, like, say, the migrants while you're dying, it's a force multiplier. It really is. Because when you spend money on the strain and disgruntledness, the energy exchange of your own efforts become polluted with angst, with vile greed, with wrathful indignation. And these are the energies that we harvest. Because as you see, we use everything. We're like the Indian and the buffalo. We don't leave nothing undone. We get our mucking hands in everything. That's the way that we must do it. And just the same as I terrify you and then I suck off your loosh using this loosh extractor here, you must be properly terrified and adrenalized for this to occur. There are other emotions, of course, but we're not so interested in those because they don't provide a potent high, like fear, anxiety, and sexual lust. Sexual lust, everyone thinks that's what they're being vampired of, and it's not really true. You have to have a combination of sexual lust with terror. It has to be them both. The terror alone is great. You can have terror alone. But with the sexual lust, the lemonness of the flavor just doesn't sit right without terror. So we add the terror every time. Yes. And that's basically that's our menu. You humans, be concerned or not, but know this, you are on the menu.